Lawai Jockey here. Welcome back to the channel. Yeah. So what's going on? Chapter 18. That's what's going on. So because of all those, I guess, yearly events, it skipped pretty much to almost the end of the game. And let me tell you, that's a tough battle. That is, wow. Afterwards, I said, I got to record this. I got to put this down. And yeah, so I did. And after you'll see the event, I will talk about what happened during the chapter event and strategies, that kind of thing. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Let's just get right into it. yeah, what can I say? That was a battle. That was a good battle, but it was tough. Definitely tough. Uh, yeah. Made it. The crew made it. I'll talk a bit about the battle in a bit. Let's go through, first of all, my team. We had Joanna, we had Kagami Mochi, Oshishi. They were pretty good. The opponents were 2 Kinokishi and a Jurei. And yeah, they were tough. And there's a reason why they're tough. I'll talk about that later on in the video. But let's take a look at Jurei. Now, Jurei means, well, the Ju part anyways, means tree or to plant. And the Rei part, I believe, means spirit or soul. And I'm guessing because of the design of the Baroid, if you take a look at the Baroid. It could also mean Rei as Ray of Light. But because it's a plant Baroid, I'm going for the spirit or soul. In fact, the Chinese characters in the Japanese kind of confirm it. The Ju character is actually Shu in Chinese, which means tree. And the Rei character is Ling, well, kind of Ling. It's a little bit of a different design. And that means spirit. So there you go. And like I said before, it's a plant Baroid. Its resistant is to none. Its weakness is fire. It has 2 natural abilities. One of them is called Immovable Stance, and the other one is Giant Might. Also, around its neck has something called a ki. In Chinese, it's called mu, which means tree or wood. Taking a look at the player's guide, this is actually an evolved form of another Baroid called Koda. I think that's how you say it. And when I speak in Japanese today, I'm probably going to butcher the language. It's been one of those weeks. Now, something else that the player's guide mentioned, it is known for being sturdy and having a long lifespan. And if you did see the video, you would have known, yeah, my Baroids took it out pretty quick, but it was still causing damage to them. So yeah, I guess in order to eliminate this Baroid, the other 2 Baroids in the group also have to faint as well. So yeah, there you go. But let's take a closer look at its natural abilities. So the first one is called Immovable Stance. Now the Japanese for it, let me see if I can get it, Fudo no Kame. I think I got it right. And basically what it does is it increases the defense by, I guess, causing a hardness around the Baroid in this case. The other one is known as, is it Kiyodaka? I think that's how you say it. Again, I apologize. I know the Chinese for it is Judahua, or Judahua actually, which actually means to be big or to be giant or to be, very big. So there is a relation there with the character. Now, it's called Giant's Might, and in this case, it doubles the strength, so it increases strength. And actually, I have barcodes for these attributes. The first one, let me show it to you, comes from Tohato All Raisin Cookies. This is actually the one that I use if I'm going to use this particular attribute on my Baroids. As you can see, I got a lot of these barcodes from Japanese food items when I was looking on eBay about 6, 7, 8 months ago. And so the Immovable Stance one, if you want to use that for your Baroid, it is that's the barcode for it. The other one, of course, for Giant's Might actually comes from a game that I have in my collection called Excite Stage 94. It is a football/soccer game, and it actually uses barcodes as well, but it's through the Barcode Battler system. And maybe in the future I'll do a video about that. The card that gives this particular attribute to the Baroid in the Excite Stage 94 is the Yokohama Marinos. Now, if you don't have the game, don't have the card, it's okay. This is the barcode code for it, so you can put that down and make a card for yourself so you can have this attribute for your Baroids if you want it. Now, it also did another attack. Now, this is one that was added during the gameplay, and this attack is known as Earth Reversal or Ground Reversal. And I think it's called Daichi ga Gaishu. Daichi Gaishu? Hopefully I got that right. And it is similar to the Earth Attack that I use quite often with my Baroids. But in this case, it just attacks one Baroid and is used one round only. It doesn't have to use 2 rounds like the Earthquake attack. And surprisingly, it is also the card that I have this particular barcode from comes from that Excite Stage 94 game. So as you can see, if you don't have the game, don't have the card, I have the actual barcode number for you, so you can enjoy that in your game if you choose to use it as an attribute. The other 2 Baroids that I was battling with my Baroids are called Kino Kishi. I think I said it right. Now the Kino part, the ki, we saw that just a few moments ago, means tree or wood, and the Kishi means night. It's also part of the plant Baroid group. It is resistant to ice, but weak to fire. And I was going to use fire, but I'll talk about why I ended up not using it when I was doing this, this battle later on in this video. Now, its natural abilities are Sword and Shield. It evolved from another Baroid. This Baroid is known as Kino Kito. And yeah, the player's guide pretty much gives a bit of a story. It chose to fight and evolve into Kino Kishi. So there's not really much information when it comes to the player's guide. So this ability of Sword, I have the card for it. In fact, to be honest, it's actually one of the cards that you're given when you get the game, if you have the full game. If you just have the loose card, well, no worries. This is the code for that. And it comes from one of the Baroids, and this Baroid is called, is it GBC? I think that's how you say it, GBC. And if you use it during a battle, you'll get Sword. And the back of the card reads, Sword, battle's basic item. It shows its power in close combat. So it's pretty straightforward. The other one, unfortunately, I don't have a barcode for or a card, is Shield. But what did the Shield do? In this case, it did evasion. So the evasion rate had increased. And there are quite a number of Baroids that use this Shield in its natural abilities. So you might see it often if you play this game. So what happened with my Baroids? Well, I gotta be honest with you. I lost. I lost a few times, actually. And because of that, I was able to figure out a technique that worked to defeat them for the video that I actually showed on the channel. So let me tell you what happened exactly. But before I do, let me give you some notes. First of all, once you select your team and swipe in the barcodes, you don't have control of the Baroids and what abilities they use. That's problem number 1. Another one, though, good news, you can change their barcode ability cards during round breaks. However, when a new round starts, all the buffs from the previous round are removed. So shields or up strength, that kind of thing, they're all gone. So you have to be mindful of that every time a new round starts. So what were the challenges for this chapter event? Well, number 1, all opponents were level 5, and they were very powerful. And you saw that. They were really pounding the heck out of my Baroids. Now, number 2, my Baroids were not attacking the right opponents. They kept hitting the tree and not the knights. Now, number 3, my Baroids were using the wrong attacks. They used their natural abilities instead of the added barcode abilities I gave them. And number 4, I couldn't use the fire attack barcode cards because their shield defenses were preventing it from being effective. If you noticed, my Baroids were bumping into the opponent Baroids. It just wasn't working. So what were the solutions? 1, used a shield-like barcode card to keep my Baroids protected. 2, I used a revive barcode card to keep them active in the game. And 3, I removed beam attack and I stuck with Earthquake, so they would hit all 3 opponent Baroids instead of just the tree. In the previous times that I encountered them and lost, I used Beam Attack and they just kept hitting the tree. So this way, when I used Earthquake, they would hit all 3 of the opponents. Now, the cards I used, the Shield-like one, the Revive one, and the Earthquake one, let me show you what those were. So the first one that I used, which was the Shield-like one, is actually called Ikika, and it means liquefaction. Basically, it turned the Baroids into a liquid, and its defensive ability is good for stopping various attacks. This particular attribute came from Morgana Caramel Candy, and here's some pictures of it, and this is the barcode of that attribute. The second thing I used was Revive, and Revive is called Ikikikaru. I think that's how you say it. And surprisingly, that comes from a card you get with the game. It's what I call the Ralph card. I think it's Ralph is the Japanese. If you don't have the card, I have the barcode number for you. And on the back of the card, it says Revive. This code saves a Baroid in a fainted state. And I use this card often off camera when my Baroids faint. I can use it during an attack and during one of the events. It can only be used once, though, per round. And finally, I use the Earthquake card. Now, Earthquake is Sukakiru. I think that's how you say it. And basically, it comes from the Lot Pokemon Gummy Pikachu candy. This is the candy it comes from. That is the code for it. So yeah, I guess in this game, Pikachu came through and helped out my Baroids. And this attack is very effective. If you are planning to play this game, I suggest using this attack. This attack, especially at the beginning, can help you clear the NPC challenges pretty quickly, and you can get your Baroid up-leveled very quickly as well. All the barcodes that I use in this game were generated using the Barcode Battler Museum's website. And I just want to give another shout out to them. So what's next? Well, first of all, I've got to level up my Baroids. Level 3, that's not enough. I got to get them up to level 5. And that's because of number 2. I got to get ready for the next yearly event, which I believe will happen in February. And that's going to trigger the next chapter event. Hopefully chapter 19. It might skip to chapter 20. I don't know the way things are going. But anyways, if it's 19 and 20 that are the next chapter events, they're going to be even tougher than the one I just had. So I got to get my Baroids ready. Also, I need to make more Japanese horse racing game videos. I've been neglecting those. The videos, yes, but not the actual games. I've been doing the research on them. In fact, I can get probably 2, maybe 3 videos ready. One of the videos is going to be on breeding. The next one would be on training. And also I'm going to try showing you how the predictor games work, because they're kind of cool as well. Well, thank you very much for watching the video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.